If I'd have known it, okay. If I'd have known sooner, if I'd have woken up sooner,
You're welcome for me
I'd
waking you
have.
up.
Yeah, you guys would have been in a shit otherwise. So
Yeah, no, it's just
anyway,
it's just Raikkonen.
yeah, well, it's very fair if he's not well. Um, okay, you included your audio,
Yep,
Gary.
already done.
Okay.
Are you there, David?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fair Play Racing League. Here we are tonight for Tier 2. It's the second last race of the season here at Portimao. And I'm your host, David Lolface, tonight joined by the one and only.
Silverside boy.
You can't say that without trying to laugh, can you?
No, I can't.
I don't have any game audio at the moment.
Pause it and then come back out the pause. You should get it.
No, it's alright. It's because I adjusted the level in my headphones. And I've put you too loud, Gary. So,
Oh, you might have turned me
alas,
down.
here we are. We have game sound. Game sound. I come across old Sean Connery. And we have our track map. So, 24 hours since the tiers yesterday evening. It was certainly a tough one to watch.
It was a tough one to drive
Too
as
much
well.
happening. Yep. So for those of you who missed out, it was definitely, in my opinion, one of the most exciting races of the season. Commentated on by, of course, Biddle and TJ. They did a very good job, I have to say. Not that I'm biased or anything. But they definitely, the Tier 1 drivers, yourself included, of course, Gary, showed us what they can do.
Yes, we did.
And, of course, the man taking victory was a man in the Mercedes. It was Lucky Lambert, who was filling in for, I assume, to be Ali Ferrari.
Yeah,
He
it was
indeed,
Ali.
yes. But right now we've got the man in the Mercedes tonight filling in for yours truly is Clockhund. He's got around Sector 1 without invalidating, so that's a good start. It looks like Turn 4 might already caused issues for, is that Gregor's? Yep, had a little spin at Turn 4. And it looks also like Clockhund has invalidated, so the next man on the track, oh, it was Sergeant Mananoff, of course, fighting for the title, but he has been overtaken as Turn 4, that's Turn 8, has made a fool out of Gregors. So Swilzer will be the first to cross the line then and set a lap. What does he set? It's a 1:18.7. That's not bad. At least he's got a lap on the board.
I reckon he'll need to go around again. Monga has come out and gone straight back in. And I think
Oh,
there's a red ball. I think Mongo may have dropped it on the last corner. And there's a red ball.
the Red Bull. So Nigel or Force. Well, Force has just come into the pits. Oh,
Yep, Forces.
Genevain coming round the last corner then. He's on a valid lap. He sets 118.4. So Tricks and Pines went fastest then with a 117.6. That is a good lap.
Well,
Tricky circuit, Portimao.
yeah, the track limits are quite tough round here. Like, you take one step off, like, on the outside curbs, that's it. It just invalidates your lap straight away.
Yep. Of course, so many places to invalidate at this track. Nigel Pickle then has gone second with a 118 dead. Might want to go again, mind. The Clocked Hund has set a time
Oh, here comes
of
Scotsman.
118.9.
He's
Scotsman.
He's invalidated his lap, but I'm assuming he's going to go for another one straight away.
Yep.
Or should we name him the God?
He's the Godfather. As our lovely friend Biddle calls him.
Oh, I thought he didn't invalidate there, but he's invalidated.
He did indeed. Scotsman, what are you playing at?
He will not be happy with that accent attempt.
There's apparently any Scottish accent I try and do sounds like it's an Aberdeen Scottish accent. So
Yeah, I don't think he wants to talk about Aberdeen when he's a Rangers fan.
I don't think he minds too much, as long as we don't say the C word.
Oh, what? Oh, wait, I'm a fan of the C word.
You might very well be a fan of the C word, but is it the C word that I am thinking about?
What, the football team C word?
Yes, the football team
Yes,
C
that's
word.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, I guess if Scotsman is watching the stream, he will immediately ask for you to be ejected from commentary. I will not listen to him, though. Oh, Carcass in the chat. Celtic FTW.
You said the word.
He said it. He said it. He said it unironically. It is for the win, he says. Yeah. So, Ash JJ in the chat, who I believe is TS9. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It says it might rain later on in the race, and that's definitely an interesting one. I need to mute myself on stream.
The chow's just gone a little bit too tight in turn 7 and jumped the curbs and then invalidated.
What's that? Ka-chow cutting corners? Unbelievable, Jeff. Apparently it's a 5% chance of rain? It is a very small chance of rain.
Ferrari going
so
slow.
Scotsman has set its lap. It's a 118 dead.
Oh, Gregors has gone for a bit of a spin. Getting out of everyone's way.
Well, he's really not having fun so far, is Gregors. It's the second time he's spun.
I don't know
Let's
if
pull up.
I don't know if people were watching yesterday, but the times were so close. And I think the top 10 was, well, top 9, sorry, in Q3 was separated by about 4 attempts.
Yeah, close it certainly was, and race itself, in my opinion, even better. It had a little bit of everything.
It had me leading.
If I don't say. Sorry?
It had me leading for 6 laps.
Yeah, well, we can't hold that against it, can we?
Oh.
So, Sergeant Rananoff at the moment, he's not set a second lap, but I think he's come in and only just gone back out, so...
On the lap right now.
Yeah. So, the men here, the Alpha Tauri boys in P13-14 as Kachow goes fastest with a 117.45. Rananoff has gone even quicker with a 117.41, and Biddle has invalidated. He's pulled out.
I know he's on his wheel and doing manual gears this weekend. Well, this week, sorry.
Yeah, he's taken the bold decision to keep on his wheel. He is still learning it, of course, having done most of the season using a pad. He's good with the pad. Will he remain competitive on the wheel? Looks like he might have flat spotted those tyres, interestingly. So he might have had might have had a lock up. Or a little spin. Little spinella.
Button just gone P6 for a 17.9.
Yep, quite a few drivers getting into the 17 seconds in Q1 then. To say it's not bad pace shown so far.
DJ with 1.9 as well.
Yep. We will stick with Biddle for the moment as he tries his outlap. Keeps it clean coming through turn 4. Powering up the line, shifting into 8th just before going down into the second for this left-hander. Slowly going up through the gears. Hitting 7th gear for this corner, lifting off. Very brave, doesn't break into it in turn 8. That's going to claim a few victims today, no doubt. Very well handled by Biddle at the moment then. He comes up the left-hander, up the hill, and has to slow down for this 3rd gear corner before coming up another quite a tricky corner to navigate. Misses the apex of the following one. I'm sorry, I don't know corner numbers. Gets the apex nicely to what is essentially the last corner, because it's full throttle to the line then. Biddle, it looks relatively good from him, and that's a 117.9. It's a good lap. It should see him through, I'd say. At the moment he's P7. Sergeant Rananoff has retired along with RSF1 Kachow. Thinking that they're good for.
I think they are definitely through.
Yeah, it's. I think anyone with a 17 at this point is looking good.
In the low 17s, you're guaranteed to be through.
It's a bold statement, Gary. It's not that bold a statement, if I'm being completely honest. Whew. Let me. Of course, you know already, Gary. But I'll let the viewers know as well. It was rather a late decision for me to be on comms tonight with you.
Yep.
With my dulcet tones and Gary bringing all the energy in the world. We were going to have Obi-Wan, AJ on comms as the usual Friday night guy. Unfortunately, he has the big C word, the other big C word.
Oh, we can say it's not YouTube. He got the corona. He's got
the Rona.
He's not feeling too well. He's got a bit of a cold.
Yeah. Alright, Gary. Well, all the same, we wish you well, AJ.
Yep, we all wish you well and speedy recovery.
Yeah. And so, of course, I get a call about 7:30, waking up from my afternoon nap.
Yep, that was
that
me.
Went on a little bit too long, and apparently here I am.
Do we want to tell people that you didn't really want to race today?
I didn't really want to race today, but you know, I was kind of looking forward to seeing or to assisting Mercedes where I could in our battle for the constructors title.
What, the overall constructors?
Yep, indeed.
Just seen the Nightbot is now bullying Sergeant.
Well, that's not very nice.
And Gregor's is P17.
Yep.
Oh, I just seen some spin on the Mercedes.
Do you know what? I think Gregor's is on his third set of new softs.
Oh, it's the new boy, clocked. Getting out of everyone's way. Good to see from him. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, Nigel's retired in the pits.
Nigel! You're not safe on a 17.6. Definitely not.
How much time do we have left?
So, there's not long to go. There can't be more than a couple of minutes. Of course, we don't know because...
2 minutes.
Oh, just over 2 minutes. With a small gap in the yellow flags there. They really need to sort that out.
Eagles retired as well.
Codemasters, sort it out. Okay then, so Tricks and Pines I'm sure will be... He's on a lap at the moment, so maybe he's doing some practice. He is 31,000ths up. Fish Sticks going fastest then, a 17.2. That's a great lap from him. In the Mercedes.
Hey, Lee Carey, give us a wave.
It's not funny when you do it, Gary. Oh, Forcer's gone for a spin as turn 8 claims another victim. Boy, he will be able to get around in time.
Hunter's retired in P13.
That's interesting. Perhaps he just doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to go any faster. So, at risk at the moment then is... we've got Swilzer. Skvid is retired in the pits, as is TS9. They will not have been able to get out anyway, so that is their qualifying over. In the danger zone then, Force Manure. Big shock for Gregor's UK.
But he's on the lap
Only
now.
setting a 118.9. He is now just starting his lap.
Invalidated, he's out.
He's invalidated. He's out. Invalidated turn 2. Oh, that is not good. So next up, Swilzer will be able to get another lap, and he has invalidated this one. So what can he do? And also, of course, Force Manure will follow him because he's slightly further up the road. Now, can he save himself from the spin of turn 8? He does this time, and will continue on with his lap. He's got to make sure it's a good one, because the checkered flag is out on Q1. In danger then is Mongo.
Klops maybe have just made it.
Yeah, Force Manure then missing the apex on the final corner.
Don't go too wide. Oh, he's going to lose time on that corner. He should have gone a little bit tighter to the curb.
He's run out of deployment to the line. It's not quicker. It's only a 119.2. It is quicker, but it's not good enough. So Swilzer, what can he do? Swilzer is on a dead lap. He has invalidated, and that means that we have our losers.
Mongo's actually on a lap, but he's already through.
Yeah, he doesn't need to complete it. I'm sure he doesn't know that though, so I'm sure he will come across the line. What time will he improve to?
P13.
Yeah, P13. So, just to make sure, although he didn't need to, Mungo is through to Q2 then. Right. Who has yet... it's because people have gone into the pits, isn't it? So, Button coming in, then Swilzer. We just need to wait for them to get into the garage, and we can move on. Eventually. Come on, gang.
It's...
And on the tyre blankets go, and end of the session. So fastest in Q1 was Fish Sticks, of course, still mathematically in with a chance of the title. I will go through the various different ways the title can go, the ways it can be decided tonight, momentarily, probably during Q2 or Q3. And so Fish Sticks setting the fastest lap. He's 1.5 tenths quicker than anyone else. Good showing from him. But losing out and leaving before Q2 then, we've got Force Manure in 20th, TS9 in 19th, Gregors UK, bit of a shock there to be honest. Unfortunate Gregors could not get a lap together. P17 was Skvid, and in P16 was someone else. Swilzer, yeah. See, I was seeing if you were paying attention, Gary, and congratulations, you passed.
But it's nice to see you've come online.
Yeah, it's good. Game has been doing that recently whenever you're streaming. So in we are, Q2. Both Merc boys through. It looks like Clocktund is on his way out, of course, being at the end of the garage. Most likely won't be the first one out, although maybe he will be, because... Yep, well, he was first out last time. He'll be first out this time, as they go past the red safety car. Here for Q2 then.
Ash JJ88. I don't know who that is. Is that TS9?
That's TS9.
Yeah, he's just put. I just got dashboarded. I'm safe to rejoin, right?
You are safe to rejoin. If the lobby's been put on invite only, Gary, you might need to send him an invite.
Yeah. Just put in the chat when you are ready for the invite, TS9.
I mean, you can invite him whenever you want. He can just join whenever he wants.
Let's see if he's there. There he is.
There you go. He was just stalling for time. He was finding in the list. He's got this, everyone. He's got it. Oh, Gary's got it.
I hate this booster jab. It's making me feel dumb at the moment.
Yep, well, to be fair, when I had COVID not too long ago, well, I say in October, start of October I had COVID, and my brain was like jelly for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Ooh.
So I think you're better off just having your booster.
Well, I've had
it's not a controversial thing to say, I don't think.
I don't know if I should say this, but I don't think I am going to get COVID.
Yeah, well, you don't want to have it, so there you go. It's my 2 cents. Whew.
I think Klopp
okay, then.
did get held up a little tiny bit in turn 1 by I didn't know which one it was. It looked like he had to let off the gas a little bit.
Ooh, I hope it wasn't Kachow. Kachow is in the chat tonight.
It's not. It might have been Mongo.
Well, it wasn't an Alpine then, was it?
No, I've just scrolled back to see which car was behind Clocked, and it was Mongo's Williams.
Yeah, so Clockton first across the line. He sets a 118.7. We'll definitely need to go faster than that.
Let's see what tyres everyone's on.
Let's have a look, shall we? It looks like, yeah, it's a good spread between the yellow medium and the red softs.
Yeah, most of our Tier 1 drivers were having a conversation before the race. Because obviously some Tier 1 drivers were in the reserve race on Wednesday. And a lot of people were saying, oh, don't start the race on the mediums. Because the softs are so much quicker at the start of the race. You don't want mediums on heavy fuel because it's just going to burn out those mediums so quick.
Yep, so you've heard it here first. With Gary's tip of the day. That's the new thing. I'm starting it right now. Gary's tip of the day.
Well,
softs for the start of the race.
Well,
mediums are trash.
I started on softs both in the reserve race and yesterday, and I gained up a lot of positions at the start.
Yeah, the Clockton has gone a couple of tenths faster.
TJ on top, there was 117.5.
Yeah, it's not a bad lap. That should put him in good stead.
Oh, Sargent with 116.7 on mediums.
117.6 on mediums.
Jesus.
Yeah, he splits the top two. Of course, that being his championship arrival as well.
Could we see
in P3
fireworks between them two today?
I think it's always possible. It's always possible. These guys, although teammates, they've not always been the friendliest on.
They've not always seen eye to eye
on the track. Not always seen eye to eye. I think it's fair to say. And well, here's hoping that the best man wins.
Please be Biddle.
You're not supposed to show favouritism. Gosh.
No, honestly, whoever gets it is going to obviously be deservedly the winner.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say is someone needs to check Sergeant Rananoff's urine sample.
Well, he's not here next season.
117.
So he's
117 on mediums.
I think he's off to university, isn't he?
He is indeed. Off to university. Still going to hang out with the FPRL boys. We might occasionally
check in with us.
Get him. Yeah, we might even occasionally get him on the pit wall for some exclusive content. Dare I say? He doesn't know that yet, obviously, but I don't see why not.
He's probably listening because he's in the chat, so he probably will be typing when he goes in the pits.
Yeah. Of course, has done a lot for the league this season, as so many have, and we are thankful to him.
Also,
even if he is too fast.
Also, if there's any eagle-eyed viewers at the moment, you may notice one big name not here racing this weekend. Preferably in
eagle-eyed. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you said eagle-eyed, I went straight to Eagle as if he'd done something, because I thought you were making a magnificent pun.
No,
you were not.
No,
Eagle has done his lap.
No, it's
Who are we missing this weekend?
Revengezilla.
Revengezilla. That's right. I'd forgotten he wasn't here. Where is the old man?
I can't remember where it is. I think he said he was in Leeds.
Well, whatever it is, it's not a good enough reason to not be here. So
I know he did win the RSF1 Portimao race on Tuesday night. Managed to beat RSF1 Eastern with no penalties.
yeah, of course, RSF1 being our sister league.
You say rivals?
We've got no sister league, not rivals.
Ah.
And we can see the Alpine boys. Alpine. Fucking hell. There you go. 30 minutes to swear. So our two Alpine Alpine boys rocking their RSF1 gamer tags. Although I don't think Kachow is in RSF1 anymore. Never mind. As on that note, on a similar note, we got Klutz Jack in the chat. Of course, had a good race last night in Tier 1. He came P4. Very unlucky to miss out on the podium. I think he lost the position on the last lap. But yep, Klutschak says, let's go Alpine. And, of course...
Apparently Sargent just put in there, his AI took me round for another lap.
Interesting. And he took a WAS before Q2. Thank you very much.
Yep, we need to know that.
Yep. Thank you for letting us know. And maybe...
Biddle's got a bit of traffic in front of him.
Wow. I'll tell you, if that's one thing you don't want to do, it's get in the way of a title contender.
Oh, look at this. Kachow and fucking... Oh, pardon me.
Kachow
and Locker are using the tip.
Gary!
Toe on each other.
Gary!
I'm sorry.
You swore! This...
Oh, no.
Unbelievable teamwork from the Alpine guys.
Oh, Kachow...
Oh,
Kachow might want to get out of the way of Biddle.
Yeah, it's one thing he doesn't want to do.
Oh, Biddle. Oh, dear. Oh,
Biddle looks... I'm not quite sure what happened there. Looks like he just lost his steering. And he's gone off.
It looks like, if I'm looking again, it looks like Biddle... Oh! I'm looking on the stream recap, obviously 30 seconds behind.
Yeah.
He was coming into turn... Is it turn 3? It looked like his steering wheel just flicked left to right. And I don't know if he got caught on the curves as he was braking. But yeah, he immediately abandoned it.
Yeah. By the way, Sergeant, I don't know how to get the Nightbot to stop picking on you. Because I don't know how it's set up. I could always ban Nightbot. Or give him a timeout. I don't think that would achieve much. Mind. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know how to get Nightbot to stop bullying you, Sergeant. So enjoy it. You are the victim this week. TJ has retired. Yep, Dino as well would love a Nightbot ban. I'm sure he would. Alas, the Nightbot is what keeps you all safe there in the Twitch chat. So everyone say thank you very much to the Nightbot. I want to see those in the chat. Thank you very much, Nightbot, for keeping us safe. And we forgive you. Keeping us safe, of course, from the tyranny of Sergeant Rananoff, who is too damn fast. Setting a 1:17.6 on bloody... Ugh. It's disgraceful. So it looks like from the start of the session there was a relatively even split. Towards the end there's only 4 drivers that have stuck with the mediums. RSF1 Locker is in the pits at the moment. Currently P14, he will need to go out again. And Clocked Hund, who is in 13th at the moment, he's not opted for the soft. This is the only chance he's going to get. Locker's retired. He doesn't want to start on those softs then. He could have got out for a soft run, but has opted not to. Interesting strategy. So clock turned across the line, only a 118.5 then. Now will that be a mistake from him to come out on these mediums? He will have enough time for a cooldown lap, and he does need to do a cooldown lap. It looks like he's still going hammer and tongs, and he's turned his ERS off. Clock, turn your ERS off and go again go again next lap. So currently then, Hum PC7 in 15th on his outlap at the moment, getting out of the way of everyone, although he might have just gone wide there. RSF1 Kachow has retired from P6, so Eagle retiring from P8. It seems he doesn't want to go again, which is interesting. Perhaps he thinks he's safe, perhaps he...
I missed anything.
How long have you been AWOL?
The background were barking because they wanted feeding, so I had to quickly run off and go and quickly.
Fantastic. Well, what I do know is that my headset is low on battery, so I'm just going to have to plug that in. If I can find the cable. It's here somewhere. It is definitely here somewhere. Keep them entertained, Gary. Keep them entertained.
I'll try. Oh, Tricks and Pines were
Dance, monkey,
117.2.
dance.
Quickest lap of the weekend so far.
Tier 2 anyway.
Who have we got on a lap? Let's have a look. Scotsman, or is it Mongo's on a lap? Coming through the final corner right now. No, he's ditched into the pits. Button's on a lap. Sergeant's put it in the pits. Here comes Button round the final corner. Up to the line. And goes P2 with 117.3.
And importantly, they'd have to burn a pair of softs.
Un-PC. Oh. Spun it in the
dropped it. Oh. For him, that will be his qualifying over.
Another driver who won't be here next season.
Missing his end plate.
Oh. Well, there goes that board.
Yeah. So we've one guy left to go over the line. It's Tricks and Pines. He is top of the pile for Q2. It's a good lap from him. Good pace shown in both Q1 and Q2. He's got through on, it seems like, a one lap on those soft tyres.
Nigel in chat saying a 117.4 for you softs ain't bad.
It is not bad at all. Not bad at all, although it does only say one lap.
We've got Button going around again, or we got another situation where
we're just waiting for Hum PC to finish going into the pits. So there you have it, the top 10. Scotsman is out then. Scotsman will be starting P11.
I think we may have put him off with the football team joke.
Well, he's already started a petition to get rid of you from comms, Gary, so...
Has he?
No!
Oh.
Come on, Gary! In with the jokes. So, P15 is Hum PC7 missing out in the Alfa Romeo, and the Alpine of RSF1 Locker also missing out. Couldn't go fast enough on those mediums. Clocked and in the Mercedes. And the two Williams drivers of Scotsman and the other one. Who's the other one? Mongo. both missing out on Q3 then. A Scotsman, I'm sure, won't mind. He'll be Ooh, interesting. Q3.
Where did that come from?
Q3. Well, it wasn't quite as sunny as it was in Q1 during Q2, and now we have an interesting situation in Q3. It's wet. It's wet, so we could very much see some drivers very quickly exiting because it's most likely to only get worse, the conditions from here.
Oh, who is out first?
That is Tricks and Pines out first.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it's TJ. Both the Alpha
I know my stuff.
I think it's in Fish Sticks next. Button after him. I think it's Nigel after him. Oh, Nigel's gone for a spin. Nigel has gone out on softs.
As has Sergeant Rananoff. Now this is interesting. I think it's too wet for soft tyres.
Well, Sergeant looks like he's not struggling too much.
He's definitely losing out to the cars in front of him. I think we'll be seeing him duck in. You can see on the track that the surface is wet. I think it is already past the point where softs are the best tyre.
On path of no return.
I think you can see.
Yeah, he's struggling now.
Yeah, and he really needs to get out of the way of the drivers behind him, who will be building up to their laps.
Oh, Tricks and Pines
is coming up to the back of Sergeant Rananoff then, having to back off before the last corner. I'd imagine we'll see Sergeant dive into the pits.
And he has.
As indeed. So let's go to the first man on the track, and that is Tricks and Pines, now in Sector 2.
Oh dear.
As Nigel Piggles dropped it before the...
Oh no, there he is, on the left-hand side. I think he's hit the wall, on the inside wall coming into the pits.
Oh, it was a big gamble going on those soft tyres. It has not paid off, as we see both drivers having to bail out. But Tricks and Pines then coming through the last sector. Very tentative through there. He's kept it clean thus far, though. He's showing some good pace in the dry. What can he set in the wet? Looking further back, there's a yellow flag.
That was for Ginny Vane. I think he spun out turn 4.
Oh, now Tricks and Pines across the line. That rhymes. It's a 126.3. I don't know if that's a good time or not. But he is first across the line, and he has mounted the sausage of turn 1.
TJ with 127.3.
Oh, and he needs to get out of the way ASAP. Oh,
Sergeant's come out on the inters now.
Yeah, made the right call this time, Sergeant. So 26.3 for Tricks and Pines. Currently then, Fish Sticks setting a P2 lap.
Comes Eagle.
Oh, P3 as Kachow sets a 26.2.
Eagle's invalidated.
Eagle has invalidated then.
It's given. He's done that
and
thing.
He's done it on the last corner where it's invalidated his next lap as well.
Stupid thing.
Yeah. You get it at some tracks, you can understand it, but here, oof, it is really quite harsh, as most of the time you're just stepping a tyre like too wide of the penultimate corner.
Oh, Tricks and Pines are getting out of the way of everyone in.
Yeah. Oh, Button going past then, he's only set a 127.9, but you'll see a lot of people here would have gone out on a fair few laps worth of fuel.
Hang on a
And
minute.
we'll just be doing lap after lap.
Nigel, we didn't commentate curse you at all.
Gary, you might have.
I didn't say anything. I just read out his thing of you got a good lap on the used subs.
Yeah, excuses, Gary. Button up into P4 then. He's set a 126.9.
TJ's just gone purple in the first set turn, just invalidated.
But he has invalidated.
Main's coming across the line. Go third with a 26.6. Oh, who's that? The track, is that Kachow? Yeah, Kachow's gone round at turn 4.
Yeah.
Exactly where Hirsch went yesterday.
Oh, yeah, to mention it. Yeah, Hirsch, of course, the championship leader at the time. Managing to bin it with just a few laps to go, and he's given advantage to Object Fungus into the last.
Fish 6 has hit the wall. He's got no front wing. Oh, he's struggling to get the car in the straight line.
Of course, those rears will still be on fire, so he's got to be very careful.
Sergeant running
off. We said that at the same time. Going fastest with a 1.1.
Said his name right this week.
Yeah, so the track might be getting quicker as they budge more dampness off the racing line. Meanwhile, Biddle has gone P3. Just a 10th behind, in fact. That's a good effort from him.
He's also gone purple in Sector 1.
I don't believe the game when it says someone's gone purple in a sector. When you spectate as much as me, you learn that it means bugger all.
I'm just going to keep an eye on his time.
Okay, we'll jump around a bit then.
Oh no. Oh,
Biddle's out. Biddle's is out. He has dropped it. Oh, and that is going to be disappointing from him then. Joy for Sergeant Rananoff, who is currently in pole. He will start in front of his teammate and championship rival. Now, having said that, Gary, we've got 4 minutes left in the session.
Yep.
Who do you think? Who's your tip for pole?
Well,
the top 3. We'll go top 3, not top 4. Top 3.
I reckon Trix is on the lap right now. I think Trix will go. I'm going to go Trix P1, Sergeant P2, and I think Kachow will be P3.
Well, it's an interesting call. Eagle has now gone P3. Kachow setting the fastest lap, first into the 125s then. Of course, I'm now going to give my top 3, and I've got an advantage over you because
it'll change now.
I've just seen go fast. I don't think anyone's beating RSF1 Kachow. I reckon he'll carry that pole position. Having said that, I can't see how much is left in the session. We'll imagine he will get another run. I'm going to go Kachow for P1. I'm going to go Tricks and Pines P2, and I'm going to say Fish Sticks P3.
Well,
because why not? He showed that
Tricks
good pace.
And Pines is on a very quick lap now. Coming across the line.
Yeah. His time. Oof. He's also in the 125s, and it's only P2. That is just half a tenth off RSF1 Kachow. Fine margins here.
TJ has run out of fuel, I think.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be able to get out again, you know. he won't be able to get out again. He's running out of time. Oh, Kachow replies with a 125.6. Those tyres are now done 5 laps that he set that time on. Look further down the grid.
Mine has just put Kachow P1, Trix P2, and Sergeant P3.
Well, he's gone for the status quo. I have to say it was a good lap from Kachow. It's hard to see anyone beating. The rain looks like it's coming down a little harder. Doesn't seem to be affecting the drivers too much. As Button now coming through sector 3, he is just shy of 2 tenths up on his time. That won't be enough to get him much higher at the moment. He's only going to take Fishsticks in P8, who is right behind him.
Geneva just
Tricks and Pines.
Ooh,
oh,
could be mine.
25.6.
Gone to me now.
Now Button across the line, jumps Fishsticks. Fishsticks across the line. It does improve, but not enough to overtake Button then.
Genevaine's just invalidated his lap. But he should have enough time to go through and get one more.
Should have another one. Yep, and it is started valid, so one last chance saloon for Genevaine then. Let's go towards the top as Kachow is coming into the pits. He has run out of fuel, so no challenge for Kachow for the pole then. Tricks and Pines on another lap. We'll go to Sergeant Rananoff quickly as he comes through this last couple of corners. Let's see how up he was, if he was up on his time. 23, 24, 25. Button. He's not faster by that much.
Button's just spun.
Button's dropped it. So
is coming
next
through.
Across the line is Tricks and Pines, closely followed by TJ. Tricks and Pines comes across the line. It's not faster at all, and TJ stays in P6.
He'll be happy with that.
Genevaine now. Well, Fishsticks could not improve, and we know that Button has. Don't know how the hell Genevaine has kept it valid there, but he is not going faster. So that is it then, gentlemen and ladies, of course. Sergeant in the chat saying Kachow and Tricks called that perfectly. They did indeed, Sergeant. They did indeed. And they certainly didn't go out at the start of the session on the dry tyres. Yeah. So, your pole sitter today then, in the damp Q3 is Tricks and Pines. Well, 125.6, very close behind him is RSF1 Kachow. Ooh, excuse me. RSF1 Kachow then in P2. In third place is Sergeant Rananoff. Further down the grid, P4 is Eagle, P5 is Biddle after crashing out. P6 is TJ, P7 Genevaine, P8 Button, P9 Fishsticks 957, and in 10th position is unfortunate to crash out Nigel Piggle.
Also, just noticed Biddle hasn't really lost out much even with crashing out. There's only one car between him.
He dropped only 2 positions.
And there's only one car between him and Sergeant.
Of course, he will be starting right behind him on the grid as we come through to the race then.
Just going to go for a comfort break. Leave you.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's fine because I don't need one. So, thank you, Gary. And while everyone has gone, let's just make a few observations. I'd say it is a much sunnier today than it was in Q3 yesterday. It looks like we could be in for a dry race, although little birdie tells me there's a 5% chance at the end. So we'll see how much effect that will have. As we wait for for the drivers to have a quick comfort break, quite like our man Gary is. Let's have a quick look at some of the championship permutations then. So, of course, statistics provided by Fishsticks earlier. I'm just going to find where he put it. Where did he put that picture?
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, Gary. I'm just looking to see permutations for the championship tonight then. Now Fishsticks posted an image somewhere and I can't find it.
Oh, they are
so
starting.
It's going well. Yep, as the countdown goes. Woohoo.
Also, Sargent said at the end of that session, he said drives were 3 seconds quicker. Laughed my arse off. And then put some.
They weren't
words,
though, were they?
And then put FFS Jeff. Tip for you, Sergeant: never trust Jeff. He has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah. Away they go on the formation lap then. Do you want to go through the grid, Gary, as you've been away?
Yeah, you can go on your comfort break now. Right,
I'm going to switch through the drivers, Gary.
Okay. In P20, we've got Force Manure. In P19, TS9. With a bad qualifying, Gregor's UK. P17, Skvid. I hope that's pronounced correctly. P16, Swilzers. P15, Hun PC. P14, RSF1 Locker. The new boy clocked Hun in P13. Alright for his first race. In P12, we've got Mongo, the first of the Williams. And then his teammate in FPRL, Scotsman, in P11. In P10, we got Nigel, who unfortunately crashed in Q3. In P9, Fishsticks. Probably will be a little bit disappointed with that. P8 is Button 22. P7 is Johnny Vane. P6 is TJM. In 5th, the first of the title contenders, Biddle X. P4 is Eagle 78. And the other title contender is Sergeant Rananoff in P3. In P2 is RSF1 Kachow. And on pole today is Tricks and Pines. That's the rundown of the grid before we start the race. Doesn't look like anyone has done any naughty business on this formation lap. No one's been disqualified. I know looks like Nigel's a little bit behind. Won't be doing any favours for the front lot, who will probably be sitting around. Yeah. Yes, Monkey, I didn't say the wrong name this time.
There's still plenty of time to go in the session yet for Sergeant Rananoff's alter ego to make an appearance.
Could I make a bold call?
Go on then.
I think Cleveland will race today.
I would like to believe you, but at the same time, that's the kind of thing, as commentators, we don't say, because inevitably the opposite will happen.
Well, there's 2 drivers on the hard tyres, and Scotsman and TS9. Oh, lights are going out.
5 lights out, and away they go. For the start of this one then, Tricks and Pines has got away nicely, but Kachow has gone up into the lead into turn 1, side by side, there's contact. Tricks and Pines goes around the outside, Kachow dives around the inside for turn 3.
Swills is backwards.
Leaves the room.
Gregors has got a 5
Virtual
second.
safety car is out.
Gregors has a 5 second, and also Clocked has stopped. I have a feeling... Oh, Gregors has another 5 second penalty.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
10
Gregors. Big F.
seconds.
F in the chats.
Looks...
Big F in the chat.
Yeah, Panic
10
Gregors...
seconds. And
Panic Gregors had a severe collision with Swilzer and then corner cut and gained 1 position.
oh,
But it looked like he had went off track to let people through. It looks like he overtook Clocked, who was also letting people through.
Yeah, that's an interesting... We are green again then. As we look towards the back, Clocked Hunt looking to make up for lost positions as he gains a position on Hum PC then. Back towards the front. Tricks and Pines has stayed ahead of this first lap. It is crucial for him to build the gap with those soft tyres while he can. Second, third and fourth are all running the medium tyres. So RSF,
TS9's out.
Sergeant
TS9 is out.
TS binned it on the last corner, it looks.
Ooh.
It looks to only be a local yellow.
Oh, some drivers have come in. Scotsman's is coming off those hards. Force Manuel is going on a set of softs. Scotsman is going on some softs, and Force Manuel, they've all gone on softs.
Well, that was a hell of a long-winded way to say that then.
Well, I had to scroll through them.
Yeah, well, you can see it on the screen if you got the detail up.
It didn't update. It was taking a while. It still said they were on their fucking mediums.
Ah, Gary.
Bit unlucky for them.
Anyway, towards the front then, Tricks and Pines now has a 1.7 second lead to RSF1 Kachow in second, making those softs count towards the start of this race then. Down in P5 is the man, championship rival to the man in third, who is currently has Eagle in between them both, and well, that's going to be interesting to see if Biddle can make it count.
Force Manuel's gone for another spin.
He's not having a good time of it at the moment. Force down in 19th place. Okay, so Biddle not being able to get past Eagle then. On the soft tyres in the first straight.
I'm reading in
Needs to keep his head.
I'm reading the chat. TS9 says Scotsman eased right off.
It looks like naughty Scotsman. Scotsman's just annoyed that you said the C word on stream. So he's
Oh, where's Locker going? He's just decided to drive off track.
Insert the Windows XP log off sound here. Do 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 do. Yep, that's the production value we get here at FPRL.
Oh, he's right on the back again and Clocked again.
To be fair, Clocked has let him back through. And he's... Looks like he unfortunately did that in front of Swilzer, who I don't think would be too happy with that.
Sergeant with a 3 second time planner.
Sergeant. First one. Oh, is it the day?
Oh,
No, PC has got one before. Of course, Gregor's picking up that 10 seconds.
Sargent will
Rather unfortunately, I have to say.
Sargent will not be happy with that. He's quite good at not getting penalties.
Yeah. So that changes everything, of course, at this very early stage in the race. It puts him behind Biddle.
5 seconds.
Oh,
Trix
Jesus.
Trix has spun.
He's gone up. Oh, I think Trix
on
the up left-hander has lost it, and he's ended up cutting the corner, and the game's given him a 5-second penalty, and he is all loosey-goosey all over the place. Looks like Junivane has to let him back through because he overtook under yellows as Trix has lost it. Oh, it looks like he collected Junu.
Juni, watch out.
He's just off the track.
Chow with a 3-second
Trix and Pines. The penalties are flying in. Unfortunate there for the leader then, Trix and Pines.
Oh my god.
The game has kind of screwed him for losing the back end.
Wow. Oh, Junivane with 3 seconds. Oh, that. Only 5 laps in.
His tyres will not be too happy, although he might not have any damage on the car. The tyres will be a little bit hard. To be fair, Clockton has had a decent start to this race. He's up 3 positions and he's currently sitting in the points. Not so good though for Junuvane, who was an unfortunate passenger.
Nigel up to P6 plus 4 position.
Yep, a few drivers gaining 4 positions, it looks like.
Fix isn't going to be happy.
He really needs to get past Eagle. Unfortunately, the DRS train is just keeping everything very
Sargent's
equal at the moment.
going for move to turn 1. Up the inside into P1.
Oh, Kachow hangs it round the outside.
Ooh.
Oh, great defensive driving there from Kachow. Keeps hold of the position, shows Sargent out wide before turn 4. Cracking driving. Sargent will have the DRS coming, but he is out of ERS.
Probably used everything he had to try and get past up the inside of Kachow.
Yeah, we just see the difference then. Kachow is still sitting pretty on 56%. The yellow as Clockton has gone around, it looks like. That was very close between him and Locker.
Oh, he needs to get off the racing line.
Oh, he's squirming all over the place. You need to be careful. There's a Ferrari closing up from behind.
It's Gregor's.
Keep it?
Who is having a
He
torrid
kept
race
it.
today.
Looks like his tyres have cooled down.
PC's retired in the pits.
PC retired in the pits then. Not a good day so far for him then.
Let's go this around again. Sargent's coming straight. I think he just hasn't got enough.
He's got 0 ERS and Eagle behind has ERS, so he's probably looking at Sargent and thinking, I could have him, you know. And so Eagle will go from the villain in Biddle's books to the hero by overtaking Sargent. If he can, of course.
A very hectic start to the race.
It looked like Eagle didn't have his DRS open there. It might have just been me. Yes, a very hectic start to the race. We are on lap 7 at the moment. Unfortunately, 2 retirees at the moment. That is TS9 and Hum PC7. What's your thoughts, Gary? What's stepped out to you? Who's impressed at this first part of the race then?
Well, I just need to see the tyre, who's on which tyres. Well, Biddle and TJ haven't gained as much time on those as they would hope. Also, Biddle's going up. He's going to inside. No, he thinks better of it up to turn 1. Iron Eagle. Fish sticks looking quite healthy in P7. There is a bit of a gap also, Nigel, with a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, I would have thought starting on the soft runners would have easily caught up in the first couple of laps on those. Also, I think there was a full safety car.
Full safety car,
Gregors
safety
has
car,
dropped it
safety
coming
car.
into the pits.
Oh, he's a lucky boy to not completely bin it.
Trix is probably really happy that this is a safety car. It's pulled him straight back into the race.
Unfortunately, he's got to keep to the delta at the moment, so he will be losing out, having just taken that pit stop.
Monkey's just put in the chat, Biddle to go to the hards to the end.
I think almost everyone might be thinking about hards to the end, and actually it's an interesting situation because of course the two people fighting for the lead
Kachow's come in,
are in the
Sargent
same team.
Come in.
Sargent hasn't come in, Biddle has come in.
Yeah.
So the split of strategy then.
I
think Sargent could have done Biddle a real dirty there by coming in and pitting.
Nigel's on this.
I don't know whether he was focused on his own race or
they've all come on the
whether
mediums.
Mediums. That is an interesting call.
Well,
24 laps on the mediums.
Scotsman drive through. Penalty for speeding under the safety car. He probably got it the same place as I did yesterday. No.
Scotsman.
Oh, that's gonna put him like what happened to me. We'll have to take it under as soon as the safety car goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully he'll do a better job than you did yesterday. Creating a lovely 3-second gap.
Well, I'll be honest, I made a mistake completely. I was keeping an eye behind me to check that I wasn't going to brake test anyone, so I always looked behind me. So as soon as I turned around, they all bolted way before and I just got caught out. But as soon as it went out of the way, I pulled out of everyone's way.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the stewards say, Gary.
Oh my God, Scotsman!
I'm just kidding.
I'm hoping it comes to nothing, but we'll see.
Anyway, on to... Well, actually, I think you might know what time it is. While the safety car is out, it's time for a word from our sponsor this week. And sponsoring the stream this week, of course, FPRL, brought to you by David's of the day stream bevy of the week. I've only been on once this week, so I can say bevy of the week. It's everyone's favourite part of the stream, I have to say. If I don't say so myself, of course. And the bevy of choice for this week then is a nice cold Cobra. Unfortunately, didn't come with a curry, but I like it. It's a nice beer. So that is very true. AJ is a Cobra beer. Gary, what about you? What's your bevy? Bevy?
Unfortunately, I have work in the morning, very early, at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I can't be drinking tonight. So I'm just drinking a nice Diet Cola with my favourite takeaway. Not going to say it, everyone knows what it is.
Kebab?
Yeah.
Is it a kebab?
Yeah.
Of course, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is also brought to you by Gary's Kebab of the Week. What kind of kebab you got tonight, Gary?
A medium doner kebab with lettuce, garlic and onions. And garlic mayo.
Lettuce, garlic mayo. Not the chili sauce then?
Can't deal with
It's a
it.
crime. It's a crime here, Gary. It is indeed a crime.
I'm not very good with hot food.
Oh, poor
Which
Gary.
is saying something, as I used to be a chef. Can't eat hot food. How can you trust a chef that can't eat hot food?
Yeah. AJ in the chat. Not only does he badmouth one of us with Cobra, only women drink that. Well, guess what? Guess what, AJ? I'm not a woman, and I drink Cobra. So, checkmate. And he's also
Done me dirty.
he's done you a rotten as well, Gary. How do you eat a doner kebab and be sober?
Look.
Easy.
Because it's payday. That's why.
It's payday. It's celebration. Payday for Gary. Yep, it's a poor decision from Gary. We will refer him to this for poor choice of condiment.
Well,
expect to see a penalty in your...
If we're going to call out people who have really weird sauce on a kebab, I'm going to call out Collateral Ads 94. He has mint sauce on his. Yeah.
I mean, it's lamb.
Yeah,
lamb,
but who has mint sauce? He gets a salad as well. Who puts mint sauce on a salad?
I mean, I could almost forgive it if it was like a mint mayonnaise.
No, it literally is mint sauce that you put with your roast dinner.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's not as weird as not having chili sauce on your kebab.
I've just noticed Gregor's,
yeah.
Not Gregor's, Force Manure is is going to have to let the whole grid by.
Oh, that is not fun.
Because unlike this game being so perfect, they code in letting the lap cars overtake themselves.
No, I think you'll find this is called the Michael Massey code, where lap cars cannot overtake under the safety car.
Mate, they're in the chat saying, now that's psychotic. Can we kick ads now just for that? No, forgiving that.
And, of course, saying that is Monkey Boy. In the chat.
Here we go.
There you go, I've said it once.
Oh,
and
Forces looks like
Rannon
he's
off
come in
leads
retire.
the way then.
Yeah, it looks like Force is going to retire. I'm just going to check with him. Yep, he's retired.
Oh,
Sargent got a really good
lap down
start, but he was... Oh, Kachow's gone around.
Kachow is round.
Oh, well, he held it.
And he is losing all sorts of
It's a
places.
bit of a
Needs
scrap
to be careful not to lose it up the hill. He will lose out to Nigel Pickle here.
Oh,
up the inside into turn 5.
Oh,
they're side by side. He tries to hang it around the outside. He's still there. There's contact. There's contact.
Oh, be careful, boys.
Oh, he's gone for the switchback. What a move!
Locker and Tricks and Pines are fighting over P12. P11, I should say.
Yeah.
Nigel's got backwards. Oh, Kachow spun. Oh, Jenny taken out by
crash. Jenny is out. Struck by the hand of Kachow.
God. Clocked.
Oh, and the safety car is back out. For God's sake, lads.
Clocked Huns has got no front wing. Kachow hasn't got damage.
Careful. Oh,
but
needs to be careful. It's a blind crest there where Janu's stricken car is, but Scotsman avoids.
Kachow, could you message in the chat saying if you have bodywork damage? Because you got a mighty smack on the rear. I wouldn't be surprised if he has rear body damage.
I think we can take a look while he's in the pits. Woo! Oh no! I think Kachow might be done.
Oh no!
I think.
Why was he retired? It was like another safety car. That's a strange one.
So Nigel in the chat, just to clarify, I never hit him. I don't think anyone is suggesting that.
I don't know
on his
what
own.
Johnny's gonna feel. I think Johnny was just a innocent bystander to that.
A big F in the chat for Johnny Vane.
He was looking so good.
I'm going to start off the train with the big F.
What are we going to do
for
now?
For Johnny Vane.
Got nothing else to talk about.
Oh, we do actually. I'll have you know. Oh, there's There was a car off track. That might have been Kachow's car coming out after he retired. Okay. So, we've got the permutations of the Tier 2 Championship, Gary. Now this is really exciting as we see all three drivers that can possibly win the Drivers' Championship in the top four. We'll start with the outsider then. Is Fishtix957 currently in P3. He is currently third in the championship, of course. To keep his championship hopes alive going into next week's race at Imola, he needs to finish in the top three, finish in front of Ibidlex, which currently he is, and also needs to gain 12 points on Sergeant Mananoff.
I think it's. Oh yeah, it'd be 26. Sorry, my maths.
Yep. So, for Ibidlex to take the championship to the final round at Imola next week, he mustn't drop more than 14 points to Sergeant Mananoff during this race. So at the moment, let me pull up the fastest lap just so we can have some accuracy. Where's my... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong controller. That's why I haven't got the... So at the moment, Tricks and Pines with the fastest lap, so that's fine. At the moment, Sergeant Mananoff picking up 25 points, and Biddle in fourth would be picking up 12. So that would be 13 points dropped.
Biddle will need to win the race at Imola. It ends like this.
Sergeant will only need to finish the race, as we'll P10. Just go through the last, as the safety car will be in this lap. So if Sergeant Mananoff is first with the fastest lap, Biddle must be no higher than fourth to win the championship. If Rananoff is first without fastest lap, Biddle must finish no higher than fifth. If Sergeant is second with or without fastest lap, Biddle must be no higher than 8th without fastest lap. If Sergeant Rananoff is third with the fastest lap, Biddle must be no higher than 9th. If Sergeant Rananoff is third without the fastest lap, Ibidlex must be no higher than 10th without fastest lap. As
my God.
The race is now back underway.
I'm keeping an eye at the back. It's like a freeway, 4 wide down the main straight. And Scotsman has dropped it. Oh.
Scotsy's dropped it. Oh no.
Also, I just want to put out there, put the message in saying, mate, I just rear-ended a McLaren and my whole car jumped upwards but still didn't retire. Also, well, Monkey saying... Monkey's put in there. Never heard Sergeant Rananoff so much in my life.
Oh, Gregors is out.
What happened to Gregors?
He's a victim of turn 8. I was actually looking at the stream,
it's not turn
but
8.
I was looking...
Turn 5.
Turn...
Oh,
yeah,
another
turn
safety
5, it's
car.
gone off to the right. Oh, another bloody safety car. I didn't have to rush through that bloody...
Permutations. Sergeant, I think Sergeant right now should just come in.
He's got to come in, surely.
Hmm.
He's got to really...
No,
he's staying out.
But he wants to go to those softs to the end. I bet anything he'll keep going to like lap 20 and go to the softs.
Well, the thing is, we have now had a virtual safety car and 3 full safety cars. There can only be 1 more safety car this race.
We're not allowed to say his name again, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some...
Monkey boy.
Also, Greg has tried to put something in the bot's just gone, nope.
Why can't I mod Monkey Boy?
Also, I've heard some interesting news in the Formula 1 world.
Oh,
Well, I've heard that apparently the manufacturers Audi and Porsche are looking to get into F1 and power 2 teams in 2026. And
well, that is interesting. That's
Don't-
of course after the next engine regulation change.
yeah, it looks like they're looking at they're saying it could be McLaren and Red Bull, but Red Bull have only just obviously bought parts for Honda, their own engine.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one turns out.
I,
And I believe McLaren have signed a multi-year deal with Mercedes.
mm, I would.
So
I'd rather have Porsche and Audi like be their own team. Go back to 24
that was my
cars.
initial thought.
Go
When
back
I
to,
saw that headline, that's what I was thinking. Are they going to have their own teams?
I-
Although at that point, maybe there's too many teams on the grid. You
nah,
never know.
because I feel like it'll be better for the sport. You think those Porsche and Audi could sign some really young F2 drivers? Because obviously there's a lot of F2 drivers like Schwartzman, Piastri. You've got who else is in there? I'm trying to think of all like the ones that Nick DeVries. He's been linked to have a drive.
It's the forgotten man, Nick DeVries.
Yeah, there's so many young F2 drivers.
There's the thing is, there's a bottleneck. There's definitely a bottleneck between F1 and F2.
Are getting two more
Of course,
teams.
there's next few years we're going to see a few drivers retiring, no doubt. I think we're still not sure on the future of Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, please don't say that. I'm a big Hamilton fan.
Yeah, well, he's not confirmed for next season yet.
I know.
We've also got a few
Vettel.
other drivers. Vettel, of course, getting on a bit.
Alonso.
Yep, Alonso. Danny Rick is getting up there in age as well.
But Raikkonen's still got a lot to prove. As like, obviously, he didn't have the best of seasons this year compared to Lando, but Ricciardo did get a win in Italy.
He did, of course, get that win at Monza.
But Lando's come close.
I'm still sore over Russia. Please don't mention it.
I also heard before the safety car restart again. Apparently, a lot of people are saying that Mercedes have made a mistake in signing Russell. They should have gone for Lando.
Well, I don't think they've been able to get him away from McLaren at the moment. I think he is committed to the team, and of course George Russell being their junior driver. Sargent is burning off some fuel,
and
he has bolted out of the last corner. He has not caught eagle napping, and Fish Sticks is in close pursuit as well.
TJ got the good.
TJ up the inside of Squid.
Oh, and so is Squid. Must have had a
Squid holding it. Clocked Hund on the inside. That's good racing for the both of them. It looks like Squid got pushed out a little bit wide there by Clock. Has safely rejoined at the back. Meanwhile, further back, Mongo getting up the inside of Button.
Oh, what move? Oh.
They're still side by side. Button has the inside for this race, and he retakes the position. Mongo on the fresh softs then.
I haven't really mentioned much of Biddle,
softs, I should say,
at the moment.
Oh, Nigel's done Biddle a baddie.
Oh, Nigel's trying to go around the outside of Fish Sticks. Oof, this is going to be close.
Yeah, Nigel, this is not what you want if you are iBiddle X.
To be honest, I think Biddle wouldn't mind seeing these two collide.
Fish Sticks is really struggling on those warm mediums. The two up front are not seeming to have the same issues.
Here comes Nigel, burning his battery. Oh, I don't think he's going to get it. There's a yellow flag.
Scotsman has retired. That's not a retirement in the pits. Oh dear, safety car is out once again. Scotsman, why do so many people crash coming into the pits in this game? in this track. I don't understand it. I've never lost it around that last corner. I've never failed to go into the pits. Why does it happen, Gary?
I don't know,
Tell
but
me
I really
why.
want to say something, but I know he's in the chat, so I'm not going to say it. No, I don't understand why. I don't know if people are like aggressively trying to, where they go, oh, I'm going to go in at the last second and aggressively turn, and that's when they lose it. Because we've seen it with, who do we see with, not Kachow, Gregors did it. I think Force also did it. I think Nigel did it in, obviously, qualifying. And now we've got Scotsman who's done it as well.
Yeah.
No, Monkey. Scotsman didn't crash into the wall in the pits. He's crashed on the coming up the hill into the pits.
Yeah, he wasn't. If he did crash somewhat in the pit lane, he didn't do it purposefully coming into the pit lane. So don't worry, you still have your title.
Also, you're the one who's just brought it up, Monkey. So it's your fault.
There we go. Sergeant Rananoff. Monkey Boy. Oh, everyone's pitting then.
Fine. Biddle.
13 laps to go. If everyone has a spare set of softs.
Mongo's on the softs.
Oh,
But he's done 10 laps on those. You got clocked hard.
Everyone
clocked with the hards
clocked
in P4. Yeah. If he can hold the positions, he could be on for a very good result.
Look who's in the lead right now. Interestingly, Mongo didn't come into the pits. He's on 10-lap-old softs.
What did I say? Sargent was going to come in and the softs go to the end.
He's a very lucky boy. Is Sergeant Rananoff. Now Biddle has 10-lap-old mediums, and there is currently three drivers between the two. But of course, Sergeant Rananoff will have the pressure from behind. It's somewhat lucky for Biddle to have Mongo behind him, who is on 10-lap-old hards. It'll be interesting to see if he does pit this lap.
TJ in P10. I have no idea what's happened to TJ. TJ's had a bit of a wild race.
He's put on fresh mediums. He should be taking it to the end.
Yeah, he'll make it to the end.
He will be crucially quite. He'll be faster.
Hopefully, we won't see anybody get
than those soft runners. I don't think so. I think only fools get punctures around Portimao, Gary.
Still a bit sore over that. On for a good result.
I don't know what you mean. Monkey Boy, of course, it's going to be an exciting finish. Mongo into the pits then, which releases Swilzer, Clockhand and Sergeant Rananoff up into fourth. He's got the hard runner of Clockhand in front of him. He will make light work of him, I'm sure, once we get going again. Sergeant Rananoff, he only has to overtake two cars, and Swilzer, of course, will have to pit again, leaving Biddle at the mercy of Sergeant Rananoff's tyre wear. Now, I think Biddle's made... Of course, he didn't want to come in.
I've just seen something.
And stack behind his teammate. But should he have come in last lap, do you think?
Clockhand has pulled over to the side of the road. I think he's dropped it. He's gone right to the back of the field. Under the safety car.
Yeah, he did drop it. Drop it out of turn 5.
Also, TS9 put in the chat, Mongo shouldn't be racing the guy. Only had 3 wheels on his car in the first lap.
Oh, well, the stewards will be looking at that. Obviously, the regulations state you must have 4 tyres on your car at all times. Well, that was a short and sweet one.
What Biddle will need to do is just hopefully hope Swilzer can hold up enough.
Yep. He really needs to catch Swilzer sleeping. The gap's already 1 point over a second.
Mongo has let Clocked go? Bye?
I don't know.
Maybe it was under yellow flags. You have to let people by.
He's letting them go right to the end. Oh, it's been a horrible start. Eagle has picked up a 5 seconds, and there's
the title rivals. Turn 1.
They are side by side.
Oh, little squeeze.
Will he go up the inside into turn 3? He does. Biddle hangs it round the outside. Will he get the drive on the inside of turn 4? They're still side by side.
This is what we wanted to see. Oh my god, Nigel's going up the inside of Biddle.
Nigel big. And there's now crucially a car between them then.
What happened on that start? Was Biddle too close to the safety car and it just stopped him?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but the big winner out of that is Fishstick. Somehow he's in the lead. How did that happen?
And he's on the soft compounder tyre. Swilzer is on... Hang on a second. He is on 8.
He's just picked up a 3-second time penalty as TJ as well picking up a 3-second time penalty.
Nigel has 8 seconds of time penalty.
Oh, that is...
Swilzer with 9, Sargent with 3. Biddle still could overtake Sargent by the end of the race because Sargent has that 3 seconds. If Biddle can stay close enough to Sargent, Biddle's going for a move on Nigel. On the outside into turn 1, he's gone a bit wide.
He's gone wide.
Nigel's still on inside.
If you're Biddle, you know Sargent's got a 3-second time penalty. Nigel's got 8 seconds. Don't you just trust Nigel to stay at the back of Sargent Rananoff?
I think Nigel's... Sargent's gone up the inside of Swilzer.
Into P2 then. Will now chase after the leader who's 1.1 seconds up the road.
Button's just got past Clocked.
Biddle has got past Nigel Piggle.
And Mon goes in the pits. Svid with a 3-second, his first penny of the race. Button,
That's
Eagle.
Unlucky for him. Done well. Lap 23.
Eagle's down to 11th.
Eagle had a bit of a shocker from the start. He is now racing near the back with his good friend Button, although Eagle's gone further back. Has he got damage?
Hang on a sec.
Yes, he's missing his front left end plate.
Oh. Sargent is right on the back of Fishsticks now. Biddle should be able to gain on Swilzer. His tyres should be in the better positions now. Oh no, sorry, he's on 14 laps. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Swilzer's on 10 lap old medium, 10 lap old softs though.
Button's got past the lock up into P9. Also, Clocked has gone...
Clocked getting past Locker as well.
I think
now
Button
Locker down into P10.
Button could gain up on good fair positions without, if he doesn't get any penalties.
Locker looking up the inside. There's contact between him and the Mercedes. It looked like the Mercedes sort of turned in on him there. But gets the move done, does RS Locker. As we'll go back towards the front and we see this battle emerging up front between Fishsticks and Rananoff. Rananoff really using his ERS. He has used a lot of it just to catch back up to Fishsticks. Fishsticks has around 35% more.
But is DRS enabled this lap?
DRS enabled at the end of this lap.
Yep. Let's have a look. Sargent is...
He's out of DRS already.
But he's still gaining on the DRS. It'll be a late move. Oh, we thought better of it.
It might have a go into turn 5 then.
Biddle's got past Swilzer.
Oh, Biddle's picked up a 3-second penalty.
Oh, no.
On that changes everything.
Nigel's just tried to go for a lunge on Swilzer. He's gonna get the. He's gonna go for the inside up to turn 5.
Oh, Nigel's gone in too deep and hit the back of Tricks and Pines. It's been a good recovery drive from him. We haven't seen much of him after his spin early on in the race.
Lost front left end plate. Oh, Swilzer's just gone sideways.
It looks like he's all right. Does Tricks?
Oh.
Swill's back end.
Mm.
His tyres are cooked. You need to come in. You're just losing time, Swilzer. You're not going to be able to take those to the end.
Also, Button dropped down a few positions. I don't know what happened to him. Has he got damage? No, he seems alright.
So Eagle has come into the pits, looking to do a fastest lap
Some
talk.
RSF1 locker are in a battle. They've been overtaking each other back and forth.
And they will have another go here, although the locker is relatively hard.
Oh, there's some bit of weaving.
Really trying to get out of
Eagle with 3 seconds.
Locker out. This Button goes past Nigel.
Sergeant's got past Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks is coming back up at him. No. Thing is, Fish Sticks knows Sergeant has a 3 second. If he can stay within the 3 seconds.
The thing is, the gap's already up to 1.1.
Because it was like Sergeant's race to lose.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds the gap.
Biddle is now catching up with Fish Sticks. Oh, clock turn has gone around at the dreaded turn 8.
Oh, he's still in P10, still picking up that crucial point for Mercedes.
In your car?
In my car. To be fair, P10, better than I could. Probably crashed out earlier.
Really struggling now.
Yeah, and Biddle, to be fair to him, 17 lap old mediums.
He's going to go up the inside. No, he's going to have to go around the outside.
Fish Sticks defends.
Oh, no.
Biddle goes round the outside and Fish Sticks is spun.
But he's got out the way.
Oh.
I know I'm good friends with Biddle, but I think Biddle may have turned in a little bit in on him from what it looked like in the on the cam.
Well, we don't know, but that is almost certainly Fish Sticks' title race out the window.
Also, Sergeant's now got a 3 second gap.
To Biddle, he can get himself another penalty. Do you want to go through the race director and check about
I can see them now.
Corner cutting warnings? Obviously, Sergeant getting those 3 seconds much earlier in the race than Biddle.
Let's have a look. Scroll slowly. First one, where's his first penalty? He's got his penalty and he hasn't corner cutted or hasn't got a warning since.
That's Sergeant?
Yes. I reckon he's probably got 2 warnings or 1 warning and then it'll be another penalty.
Oof.
Running a bit tight. Also Tricks. Obviously Tricks having that incident earlier on the race is back up to P3.
If you are this man though, do you really want to go for? Do you really want to go for knowing that he's in the championship race? And I don't know, it's a tough call to make as Biddle gets a little bit out of shape outside of turn 8 there.
If it was me and I was in the title race, I'm not gonna just go, oh, I'm not gonna take because they're in the title race. I'm gonna fight for every point I can get.
Indeed, it's probably the right attitude to take, but
TJ in 4th. He can keep. He's got a good old gap to Svid. TJ will be very happy if he finishes P4. Svid's gone off the track.
I think actually we can say Squid P5.
Tricks and Pines going up
there. Very good race.
Has already gone past Biddle.
He's already got past him then. He will be chasing after the leader. He could very well have the pace today. There are 4 laps to go. The safety car is out. Safety? What? Why is the safety car out?
I don't see a car stopped on track.
Mongo. Eagle's got himself a penalty for speeding under safety car. Mongo is...
Locker retired? No, Locker's still going. Locker's gone for a bold stretch. He's gone right on those things.
Eagle's got himself for 5 seconds and
Eagle
has retired. Eagle, you're so close to the end of the race. Stick a new set of softs on and go for points, mate.
What will Sargent do? Like, will Biddle... I know it's going to be a stupid thing to say, but will Biddle go in and
risk it? I mean, the problem is you can't risk it, because if he loses those points to Sargent, Sargent has won the title tonight. Sargent obviously staying out. Tricks and Pines in second place. Biddle's in the pits. Biddle's come in. Oh, this is tense.
I think Biddle may have seen what may be thinking, because obviously he's done 20 laps on those mediums, and I got a puncher on mediums in the reserve race, only 13 laps. And if he gets a punch on those mediums, and it puts him out of the race like it did on me, then he's going to be kicking himself.
So the live update is then Sergeant Rananoff. Currently, he doesn't have the fastest lap, so Sergeant will, pick up 25 points. Tricks and Pines will 18, TJ 12, Skvid 10, Swilzer 8, Fish Sticks 6. Biddle will take 4 points.
I think it'd be title. That's 21
and that
points.
would be the title. Biddle's got to get up to 5th position in order to keep his title alive. But importantly, he is back behind Fish Sticks, the man who they had contact earlier on in the race.
I have no idea what happened to restart. Nigel, I reckon, that Biddle might have been too close behind the safety car, and obviously Biddle will try to put the throttle down, and because the safety car was still kind of there, it slowed him down and stopped him from going. We saw it with Ali in, was it Singapore? Where he tried, oh my god. Twix just nearly went right into the back of Sargent.
Ugh.
I can say.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Gary.
I think Trix is probably like new underwear, set of underwear.
Now, of course, if Tricks and Pines can get past Sergeant Rananoff, that changes everything for Biddle. Biddle.
Also, I've just noticed that TJ is in P3, probably on some of the most freshest tyres out of everyone, because he's only on 10 lap old mediums. Everyone else is on 10 lap old softs, so their tyres are going to be screaming in pain.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Swilzer on 17 lap old soft tyres. Okay, there's a few of them that have been. Oh, you can see how much he's struggling on those soft tyres. How have they not popped? I'll tell you what, Swilzer, let us know how worn your tyres are.
Also, Skvita's got a good chance here as well.
Yeah, he's up in P4.
Safety car in this lap.
Yeah, so we will get 2 laps of racing then.
Oh, it's like fucking Abu Dhabi again.
We will pay attention to these front 2 off the restart then. Sergeant will probably look to go as soon as possible.
I'm nervous for them.
You're swearing, Gary.
Yeah, because I'm so nervous. I'm not even driving. I was in this.
I'm not even driving.
I was in this position on the reserve race. I was P2.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. TJ.
He's gone.
I think TJ got a good start.
Looks like these first three have bolted them. Fishsticks gets past Nigel Piggle.
Swills is spun.
Nigel has a...
Swills is spun. And
Buttons out. Buttons out.
Oh no.
Swilzer is...
Safety car.
Spinning. There won't be another safety car.
TJ just needs to hold it.
Clockton has had a spin as well.
Biddle's had a spin.
Biddle's spun. No, Biddle's... No!
No!
Biddle, no!
That's title over, I think.
Don't say it.
Well,
oh, no.
He hasn't got damage. Oh, no, he has. He's got front left end plate damage. Oh, Sergeant.
He's also got his ERS stuck on, so I don't think he's in a very happy mood.
Fishsticks, right? Fishsticks. Hang on, I need to look at the gap interval. Fishsticks will. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to calculate.
So it's 3.9 seconds the gap between Fish and Sergeant Rananoff at the moment.
But
he has Skvid, his brother, in front of him.
Oh, they're the brothers. Thing is, he's going to get P2, and unfortunately, TJ might miss out.
It's gone wide. Fishsticks up the inside of turn 3. Gets.
He can't lose any more time.
No, he's got to catch up a second. So finds if he can keep up with Sergeant Rananoff and fight a little bit, although he loses it a little bit out of turn 5. Fishsticks really needs Tricks and Pines to start fighting Sergeant Rananoff, but he is bolted. He is 0.5 seconds up the road. TJ is on the back of Tricks and Pines.
He's going to lose this podium.
Nigel Piggle gets in front of Skvid. Clock turned. Oh, he's spun at turn 8. Oh. Very close.
He's going to get the last points, I think.
Yep, Sergeant now around the second to last corner. Coming around the last now. It will be victory on the day, and he will claim the title. Sergeant Rananoff wins the Portimao Grand Prix. Fishsticks finishing second.
TJ loses
due to not having penalties. Tricks and Pines in third place. TJ in fourth. And a great result for Squid in P5.
Nigel
Piggle P6. Swilzer
somehow
20 on the soft tyres.
Somehow comes
that
P7.
Deserves a shout out.
Locker P8. Clothand, who I said would get points, got points.
He gains 2 points for the Mercedes team today. Good drive from him.
I think TJ's not happy. Nightbot's just shutting down.
Yeah.
Mongo. Biddle, to be fair.
Biddle.
Just
title challenger. Raced so well all season. He's gone off.
He's just gonna finish it.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna do the spec thing and just finish.
Yeah.
Do some donuts, lad.
There's a good chance he might be a little bit annoyed with himself, but he's got nothing to be annoyed about. He put up a great fight this season. It was a rather late drive. He gained so much time there. Don't do it, Biddle. Don't do it, Biddle. I thought he was going to swipe. Saying a nice little congratulations swipe to Sergeant Rananoff. But across the line comes Biddle. Takes P11. But the man of the day.
Sergeant Rananoff.
The man of the season in Tier 2. Sergeant Rananoff picks up the win, picks up the championship, and picks up the champagne. Or the virtual champagne. Anyway, I'm going to have a swig. Gary?
I've run out of Coke.
That was not something you need to say when I'm asking you to just make any comment whatsoever. I've got no Coke. Well, that's great. but I still have Cobra, so you should be
embarrassed.
You should be inviting the top 3.
Yeah.
That's Tricks and Pines, Fish Sticks, and Sergeant Rananoff.
Yep, I am in the process of doing that.
Yeah, and we'll just have a quick look through the rest of the field then.
Tricks somehow. I'm going to give Driver of the Day to Tricks. He has that spin early on, gets damaged, and he's still come back for P3.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give Driver of the Day to Skvid, who has finished in 5th. I think that is, if not best result of the season, definitely right up there with the top results of the season.
Don't forget to include your audio.
So while we're waiting for everyone else to join, I'm just going to head on over to the showroom, show you today's winning car and the winning car of the new champion.
Fishstick.
Fishsticks is now online apparently. Ooh.
Oh, there he is. Tricks.
Just waiting on Tricks and Pines now.
It's okay.
That's alright. Is Tricks and Pines joining us?
Let me have a look in the... Oh, I've pressed the wrong chat.
Oh, Gary, amateur hour.
Gary.
Gary.
Pressed Facebook up by accident.
Oh, for God's sake.
Not that. I've heard that too many times.
You know, because Randolph's too quick at the end there, you've all just lost a wave.
I said it.
Give us a wave. Give us
No.
a wave.
Because I didn't win.
No wave today.
No big.
Oh. I mean, I was
I'm
first.
sure
at
Tricks
one
has a
point.
mic. Sorry. Yeah.
Tricks isn't joining, I don't think.
Okay, so do you want to take? Oh, well, actually, I say I'll do third and first. I'll just do a quick summary of Tricks and Pines race, as he can't be with us in the party. But after that button, if you want to take second, I will take first.
Yep.
Okay, so third place man not here. Tricks and Pines. He had strong pacing qualifying. Really good drive from him. A recovery drive after spinning out early in the race. Safety cars definitely helped him, but he of course came back through the pack somewhat of his own accord. Got himself back into what was P2. Unfortunately, picked up a 3 second, which demoted him. But it's been a good race from Tricks and Pines. Definitely showed some good speed this season. Can't be with us, but congratulations to you. So I will now hand over to Gary Silverside, who will interview P2.
Right, for our P2 place driver, Fish Sticks. So, Fish Sticks, how did the race go for your perspective, and are you happy with P2?
Yes and no. Yes, I'm happy I got P2 after being towards the back at a point that and somehow not capitalising on that. So it's that one of the last safety car restarts where I jumped like 5 people. But no, yeah, and it's also got a tinge of disappointment because obviously it's semi-confirmed, bearing any kind of like post-race stuff, that the championship's over. So, but yeah, so no, it's good, but it's also got a lining of slight disappointment. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know how far you're behind P2 in the championship, but do you think there's a chance of getting into P2 of the championship with Biddle's non-points finish today?
Yeah, that's I think it's going to be the main fight now. It's just me and Biddle at Imola for second. We're looking to get that silver spoon, as it were, or something. But yeah, but no, yeah. So that's it. But you know, it's just going to be a fun race now. I think at Imola. So.
I believe it's 7 points the gap now between you two with that second place.
Yeah, I would say I haven't quite put in the numbers yet, but yeah, I haven't quite got. But no, yeah, it's gonna be close. So it's but also congrats to Aranov. His pace was unreal on those softs. Because when you caught me after that safety car park, you gapped me within like half a lap by 1.8. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's nice.
Just want to put in there that we are checking him for a drugs test because we don't think he's a human being.
Oh no, I was gonna say I was crazy. I was using all of my ERS on that last lap as well to try and get within
we
3
saw.
seconds. I was like, I'm like, oh, and then there was a bit of Mercedes power unit conversations to Aston Martin at the start of that lap as well.
My last question is, obviously, Imola is the final race of the season.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable at Imola? Because obviously it's a newish track to the game.
It's going to be fun, and that's the main thing. That's always the main thing for me. It's going to be hard to overtake, but it's going to be fun to race, and that's the main thing for me. So yeah, it should be fun. It should hopefully be quite a close race like we just had, but with a little bit less safety cars, I think. Hopefully.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of penalties as well.
But yes, that as well. But it's so it could be a bit like Canada, actually.
Okay, right. And now I'm going to pass it on to David, for the world champion.
Yep. Thank you very much, Silver Side Boy, and congratulations to Fishsticks on your 2nd place. Well, Sergeant, congratulations, you've won the race.
Thank you very much.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll see you later. Bye.
See you later.
No. Sergeant Runoff, you are the Tier 2 World Champion. How does that feel?
It feels good. It's a shame I won't be able to defend it next season, but or get promoted, which might have happened. But it's good to get it. That's the first championship that I've won, and I've been doing this since 2016. So it's good to finally get one, and it's just good to. But it was unlucky. I don't think he got hit under that last safety car as he was going. I think he would have pushed it to the last race. No, he was paced on those softs at the end on the fresh softs, so it was unlucky today. But feels good. We've got AlphaTauri got both championships, and we're looking to get a 3rd.
I'll fight you for
not
that
likely, but yeah. We'll fight you to the end. Nothing back. We'll fight you to the end. So, on the day then, this Portimao Grand Prix, I know you were saying before the race there's going to be plenty of penalties here. You did manage to keep it to 3 seconds, which I think is very respectable around here.
Yeah.
So, was that something you were sort of being extra careful on, or did you just get in the groove and really just push?
Well, I think about 15 safety car laps definitely helped that this race. But as you probably noticed, I got my first penalty at lap 4, and that was after drifting wide 3 times in 3 laps at the same corner. So I toned it down through the first sector a little bit until I put the softs on, which again under a safety car. But yeah, and then I was just pushing it because I had a lot of grip at the end, and it worked out. Just I saw a couple of penalties going out. There'll be more penalties next week because of the nature of Imola, but we'll see what happens. But it was a good day overall.
Yeah, and I think shout out, didn't mention it there. It was turned out to be a lucky strategy, if not a well strategized. We could see that you were holding off those pitting for a late safety car. You did get it.
I called it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Gary called it.
I said he'll go in on lap 20 and put the softs on. He'll go to the end. And what happened? He went in on lap 20, went to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we won't take the commentators opposite of the commentator's curse on that. I would say.
I gave him
to be fair, I had a good strategy going into this. I knew medium, soft, medium was doable if I could keep the tyres in check. Safety cars would help, and that's what happened. Just strategy worked out how I not exactly how I planned it, but how I wanted it to go.
Yeah, and just finally, on next week, obviously at Imola, as has been said, there'll be penalties. No doubt there'll be some incidents around Sector 1, although I think it's safe to say that a week in advance. But it's gonna, unfortunately, it's gonna be your last race for the moment, anyway.
He's doing a Rosberg.
Yeah.
Out while I'm
He's
on
winning
top.
and buggering off.
So I'm gonna assume that you've got your sights on finishing with a bang in Imola. Do you think that's something you can do, or is it not such a great circuit for you?
I don't know. Like, the flowing nature of the circuit, once you get into it, is really nice to drive. But at the start of the race, it's going to be absolute chaos with a major difficult turn 1. But I've got to decide what I'm going to do at that race yet, because whether I want to try last the first, whether I want to, I don't know, do some donuts to celebrate on qualifying or whatever, I don't know yet.
I was going to ask him that. What was he going to do on Twitter?
Whether you wanna. Yeah.
We want something.
Obviously, it's called for a big celebration. No pressure. We are expecting it. But anyway, congratulations, Sergeant Randolph. As I mentioned earlier, you are the Tier 2 World Champion. You are the winner here tonight in Portimao.
Oh,
congratulations once again. Commiserations to the guys that lose out. That is iBiddleX and Fishsticks. They'll be back next season. Sergeant won't. So there you go.
Yeah, new champion
winner.
next time.
Yeah,
Sharing the
guaranteed
love.
new champion. So the one thing me and Gary have touched on it already. Maybe as a bit of a change, we'll ask for your guys' opinion. So Gary went for Tricks and Pines, the driver of the day. Obviously, he had supreme pace in qualifying. He obviously had an incident early on in the race and claw back into third position. My vote for driver of the day was Skvid 92, who I think finished fifth. I think that's his best result of the season. He only picked up 3 seconds worth of penalties, fighting right to the end. He was my pick. What about you guys? What do you guys?
I'm gonna go with Squid. That is his best race for the last in this league, and I think it's obviously his best position, and it was a solid race from him, and it's it's good to see. I was actually more happy about that than I was about my second, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna bandwagon as well, but for a different reason. He started 17th and finished
that
5th.
as well.
So that's 12 places gained throughout the whole race. So good job him avoiding the incidents and pitting when he needs to. So I'd agree with you too.
So he followed me and Malinov on the same strategy.
Yeah, so illegal.
Yeah, well, Eagle had a bit unfortunate luck as well in the safety cars as well. So.
Most of the safety cars would cause some people losing it into the pits.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Okay.
I wasn't really looking where they were, but no, the non-stop half a lap, and then safety car was getting a bit.
Yeah. It got a little bit predictable after.
Yeah, and I was sat there in third behind Eagle and Randolph going. After the third one, I was like, I probably should have pit at some point. I was like, this is not good, but no, it worked out in the end.
Yeah. Well, you've heard it. Skvid 92 is our driver of the day. A big shout out also to TJ, a chat P4 for me. Yeah, it was a good race from you, TJ. Yeah, we probably didn't give you enough credit. It was a good race.
I did.
All right, Gary. No one likes to know it all. Anyway, that is all we have time for this week from Fair Play Racing League. If you like what you see, there's a link being posted in the chat by the Nightbot. Click that and you'll be taken to our recruitment Discord server where you can apply. Also follow us on Twitter and YouTube and obviously Twitch, because you're watching us live right now. Thank you very much. That's all the time we have for this week. Join us next week Wednesday for a reserve race around Imola. I have been David Lowface, joined today on Koi Comms by the one and only
Silverside boy.
That was pathetic. And we'll see you next time. Congratulations again to our title winner and our podium sitters. Thank you very much and good night.